it's me, Nick, the super awesome Lego builder himself, and today I am back with another super awesome Lego model, and of course, probably the first thing you're wondering is, well, what is this? It's a strange looking set, sort of. It's got this weird window here that's not really leading to anything, and on this other side, there's just this big mass thing with this little boat thing to it. Well, here's what it is. This model consists of two main parts. As you can see, the model does come apart like so, and it comes with this little boat type thing. It's not really a boat, but, well, it is a boat, but it's a much different type of a boat. And it comes with this little pier thing right here. Now, the way this model works is, when I was first building this model, I didn't really have any story planned for it. It was just something I was fiddling with to see what I could come up with. That's why it's got this Atlantis sacred markings on the bottom. There's not really much point to that. But it does have, I can incorporate it with the build when I explain you its story. But basically the idea is, this takes place on a gas giant planet, like a really big gas giant planet like Jupiter or Saturn. Excuse me. And it doesn't really have rings, so it's more like Jupiter. Well, I guess Jupiter has rings, but yeah, you get the idea. And there are some inhabited asteroids that, like, orbit really, really close to the surface of this gas giant. But because not much information and equipment can get out to them, judging by their hard-to-reach location, the society there is very ragtag and doesn't have the best economy. So one of the easiest ways to make money is that families will just create their entire own business and build little boats, quote-unquote boats, like this here, that are designed to float on the gas waves, that are designed to float on basically the waves of the gas giant, because the waves of gas are buoyant, almost like a sea. So all we need to do is tie up a big mast right here, like this. And these are just some plates that I clicked on. And this is a design that I recommend if you're doing a mast to something like this, to make it look wear and tear too. But to use clip-on pieces and put some curved wing on there, I just think that's a really nice look to it. Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, that these would be attached, and these would just and the wind would just sort of blow, and they'd be steered with just a little gas tank back there. And of course, I didn't want it to look entirely normal, just like a normal boat, only like futuristic dyes, which is why I changed it up a little bit. I did want to give it the impression that it was indeed like stripped together out of bits and pieces of metal and stuff. And honestly, I think that came out very well. The minifigure I came up with for this set doesn't really represent anyone. He's just a minifigure that I borrowed from another set that just sort of looks like the type of guy who'd own a ship like this. And he could fit standing up or sitting down on the ship's little side plate here, but it's more preferably sitting down because there are actually some storms that do occur in the planet's atmosphere, which makes steering a ship just like steering a real ship. And just to point out some last-minute detail of the ship, it has a nicely designed front up here, even with a little mast, well, mini mast, I don't know what you would call that. The gas back here, a tail fin to steer, a little valve release right there, the rudder stick, the place where the gas is heated up that shoots out the back, and because logically it is a cargo ship, you can actually take the cargo off. Now, when I did the other part of this set, I almost wanted to have sort of a Lego Creator style feel to it. So it wasn't really like big in detail, just sort of more simpler, but it did still look nice. It doesn't use any stickers. It has a little barrel here with a little crystal that probably is for sale. This is where a merchant would sit. He would just stand back here and answer things. I showed you how the ship connects with this earlier. There's just a little peg on the side right here where it just locks in right there. And for this banner, I just made a gold piece, and to make it sort of look like it was uneven and just a general like advertising banner, I did this brick one piece longer. I did the tile. It wasn't really normal brick. One stud longer than the one on the left, which I think is a really nice design. So I think that is something that I would recommend you go for, just to give it a nice banner design. That could also be good for medieval castles, and you could line up a bunch of them. That could like make a nice banner. And even nicer, you can just take the little box. It's just supposed to be like a crate in the box that contains foodstuffs or medical supply. These can just fit in right there very nicely. Now, I had a lot more fun building this set than I expected, and I'm actually considering making this set into a series, because the idea of this is that this is just supposed to be one of the smallest forms of cargo transporter, and I mean, you get a lot more Lego cargo pieces. You get like this little crate like here that I would like to use, and of course you can just build your crates, and there are supposed to be like some huge ones that exist in the universe. I came up for this one. So if you want to see more sets like these, I would recommend leaving a comment below. But otherwise, that has been pretty much it for this video. I've covered everything this set has to offer. If you are new to the channel, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is in the description below. And, of course, I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.